another video. Just wanted to highlight for you guys a common problem with Supras. My dome light wasn't turning on when I opened the driver's side door. And as it turns out, it's this little switch right here that had busted off of the original door striker. That should have been a 5-minute job, but I ended up actually breaking off. Here's the a good bolt, and this isn't permanent. This is just here so I can lock the door while my new replacement bolts are in order. But I ended up breaking off a torx driver bit inside of this bolt or screw, whatever you want to call it. And as you can see, it's perfectly round. And I tried everything getting that little bit out. It had broken off perfectly level or flush with the bolt face. And it was basically just impossible to get out. I tried freezing it with compressed air, picking at it, punching it, just whacking it with a hammer a bunch of times. I ended up burning through a couple of bolt extractor sockets with my impact gun, and it just straight up would not come out. It just couldn't get purchase on this slippery bolt face or side of the bolt here, because it's perfectly round. There's nothing to catch on. So I was about ready to give up, but then a buddy of mine said, "Have you tried dremeling a slot into it?" And then hitting it with an impact screwdriver. I had not tried that, so I did that. And basically what I did was I just zipped it with a cutting wheel right through the middle, and then used one of these things, an impact screwdriver, on it. So I put the impact bit into the slot and just slammed it with a sledgehammer 3 or 4 times, and then used the impact bit in a 3/8 drive breaker bar, and that came loose. So disaster narrowly averted. I thought I was gonna have to weld something to the bolt or use like a stud extractor. Or actually, sorry, I did use the stud extractor, but the angle just wasn't right with that loop in the middle, or in the way. So that didn't work, and this did. So if you ever need to remove a bolt that has absolutely no grip or is just round to begin with, cut a slot in it and pound it with an impact screwdriver. I got mine at Harbor Freight for $35. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, there's actually a wiring harness connector behind that strike plate. So what you do is you remove those 2 bolts, and it just pops off, and then there's a hole behind the plate going into the body of the car where there's a harness connector, and you just connect it to the back of this thing. So I can actually show you the old one. Here's the old one. You can see that thing is just gone, that little switch. And then the back has a harness connector. And these are, I got mine on toyotapartsdeal.com, and it came within a week. And now I'm just waiting on the bolts because I didn't think I would have to order new bolts, but those are apparently special order. It takes a few days. And as soon as they come in, I will be replacing that. But again, that's just in there right now so I can actually lock my door. All right, see you guys.